Boxing, a sport synonymous with raw power and fierce competition, is often reduced to just the spectacle of punches and knockouts. Yet, behind each match lies a deeper narrative, one that is woven from strategy, athleticism, and an indomitable will to succeed. Dear audience, before moving forward, I would like to say, your support means the world to us. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, press the bell icon, and share this video with your friends to keep us motivated as we bring you valuable content. Over the years, boxing has seen countless bouts that deserve far more recognition than they've received. Hidden gems that showcase not only incredible skill, but also moments of heart, drama, and unexpected triumph. The fights that are often forgotten or overshadowed by more high-profile events can sometimes offer a refreshing perspective on the sport's rich history. Today, we delve into 10 such underrated boxing matches, each offering something unique, whether it's an underdog's triumph, a technical masterpiece, or an emotional battle that transcended the ring. In the realm of boxing, there are certain bouts that, for one reason or another, fail to capture the public's attention, despite being filled with intrigue, drama, or pure athleticism. While the biggest fights often dominate the headlines, there are many smaller, more nuanced matchups that deserve a second look. These contests may not have featured the most famous names in the sport, but they played a crucial role in the development of boxing techniques, provided fans with incredible moments of drama, or offered underdogs a chance to shine against all odds. From stunning upsets to high-level technical battles, these fights demonstrate that there is much more to boxing than the obvious. Underdog victories are some of the most compelling stories in the world of boxing. The underdog often enters the ring as the clear underestimation, with expectations stacked against them. Yet, there are times when a fighter's heart, strategy, and sheer determination lead to a victory that nobody saw coming. Take, for instance, the 1990 fight between James "Buster" Douglas and Mike Tyson. Tyson, who was undefeated and universally regarded as one of the greatest heavyweights in history, entered the ring as a heavy favorite, seemingly invincible. However, Douglas pulled off one of the most shocking upsets in boxing history, knocking Tyson out in the 10th round. Douglas's strategy, using his jab to control the distance and avoid Tyson's devastating power, was executed flawlessly. For Tyson, the loss marked the end of his reign as the most feared man in the sport, while for Douglas, it elevated his career and placed him among the names that shaped boxing's history, even though his title reign was short-lived. Another notable upset came in 2008, when a relatively unknown boxer named Timothy Bradley faced off against the undefeated and highly touted WBC light welterweight champion, Kendall Holt. Bradley entered the match as the underdog, but his relentless pressure and excellent conditioning proved to be the difference. Holt, known for his power, was unable to deal with Bradley's style, which was a perfect blend of relentless aggression and defensive savvy. Bradley's victory not only secured him a championship title, but also set the stage for what would become a highly successful career. His win over Holt, while overshadowed by more significant battles later in his career, demonstrated that boxing's underdog stories are often some of the most satisfying. Some of the greatest boxing matches of all time are remembered not only for their explosive action, but for the technical mastery on display. A fight can be a true work of art, with each boxer executing their strategy with precision, displaying an understanding of angles, timing, and technique that elevates the sport to a level of sophistication often overlooked by casual fans. A prime example of such a bout is the 1999 encounter between Bernard Hopkins and Felix Trinidad. Both fighters were elite middleweights at the time, and the match promised to be an all-out war. However, what transpired was a display of defensive wizardry and offensive brilliance. Hopkins, known for his patient, methodical approach, dominated Trinidad over 12 rounds, frustrating his opponent with his impeccable movement, tactical counterpunching, and ability to control the pace of the fight. The fight was not a slugfest, but rather a demonstration of high-level boxing IQ. Hopkins's victory over Trinidad cemented his place as one of the greatest middleweights of all time, and is a perfect example of how boxing can be a true battle of minds as much as it is of fists. Similarly, the 2012 fight between Timothy Bradley and Manny Pacquiao is often overshadowed by controversy, but deserves more appreciation for the technical aspects displayed by both men. While the fight itself was marred by a contentious decision in favor of Bradley, it showcased two of boxing's finest fighters executing their strategies to perfection. Pacquiao's speed and footwork were on full display, while Bradley demonstrated incredible resilience and counterpunching ability. Though Pacquiao was widely regarded as the winner, the bout displayed just how technical and cerebral boxing could be. For Bradley, the victory was not just about outpointing his opponent, but about weathering the storm of one of boxing's most iconic figures and proving his worth as a top fighter in his own right. Some of the most memorable boxing matches are not just about skill or strategy. They are about raw emotion and personal stakes. The emotional weight that a fighter brings to the ring can influence the outcome of a match, adding an intangible layer to the already intense drama of a bout. Take the 1993 fight between Ray Boom Boom Mancini and Livingston Bramble. This was a battle not just for a title, but for redemption, as Mancini was seeking to regain his championship after losing it in a previous bout. Bramble, a seasoned contender, was determined to prove that he was the better man. The intensity of the fight was palpable from the opening bell, with both fighters exchanging brutal shots in a contest that was as much about their personal demons as it was about the title on the line. Mancini's determination to win back his belt was evident in every punch he threw, but Bramble's resilience ultimately won the day, giving him the victory in a fight that was as emotionally charged as any in boxing history. The 2000 fight between Arturo Gatti and Mickey Ward is another example of boxing's emotional intensity, creating an unforgettable battle. The two fighters, both known for their unrelenting fighting styles, gave fans one of the most thrilling and brutal trilogies in the sport's history. Their first encounter, in particular, is a prime example of how emotion can elevate a fight. From the very beginning, Gatti and Ward left everything in the ring, exchanging punishing blows in what became an all-out war. Ward's relentless pursuit and Gatti's heart made for a matchup that transcended technique and tactics. It became about survival and willpower. For Gatti, it was a fight that demonstrated his toughness and determination, while Ward's victory was a testament to his never-say-die attitude. The bout and the rivalry as a whole are remembered not just for the punches, but for the raw emotion that both fighters brought to the ring, making it one of the most beloved rivalries in boxing history. The legacy of these underrated matches extends far beyond the ringside cheers. These fights have shaped the future of boxing, inspiring countless fighters to adopt new strategies or to develop an appreciation for the technical and emotional depth that the sport can offer. The upsets remind us that in boxing, anything can happen, and the underdog's story can sometimes become the most important. The technical masterpieces show that boxing is not just about power, but about intelligence and strategy. The emotional battles highlight the human side of the sport, proving that it's about much more than just a victory or defeat. It's about what each fighter puts on the line when they step into the ring. As we look back on these fights, it becomes clear that the sport of boxing is more than the high-profile bouts that dominate the headlines. It's about these hidden gems fights that may not have captured the world's attention at the time, but have earned their place in the history of the sport. From the stunning upsets to the tactical brilliance and emotional roller coasters, these fights remind us that there's always more to boxing than meets the eye. Revisiting these forgotten gems can offer a fresh perspective on the sport, one that celebrates not just the champions, but the moments of brilliance, struggle, and triumph that make boxing the beautiful and complex sport that it is.